In this lesson, you're going to learn how to eat less without feeling deprived. Let's start with an experiment. Would you get more pleasure out of this portion of crackers or this larger one? Now, most people would say, come on, the larger one. But studies show, and without exception, by the way, that people get more pleasure out of smaller portions of food than larger ones. It's shocking, but it's true. It is virtually impossible to increase the joy out of food by eating more of it. Here's the scientific explanation. It's called sensory-specific satiety. It's a phenomenon that describes how our taste buds sensitize quickly and adapt to flavors in a way that makes each bite less and less tasty. Each new bite desensitizes the taste buds a little bit more until you literally can't taste the flavors at all. This is why you'll get more pleasure out of a small portion of food than a large one. Now, you know how that first slice of pizza tastes amazing, but the third one, not so much. Sensory-specific satiety. Your taste buds get habituated to the taste of pizza. Sensory-specific satiety is a fundamental tool we're going to use to lose weight. So I'm going to be a little bit repetitive and again say this because the results of dozens of studies have proven it. People who eat smaller portions get more pleasure out of food than people who eat larger portions. The more you eat, the less additional pleasure you get from each bite. There is no accumulation of pleasure with each bite of food. Instead, sensory pleasure peaks at the first bite and declines with each additional bite. Think of sensory-specific satiety as a thermometer in your taste buds. Each bite lowers the temperature until you can't taste anything. Sensory-specific satiety explains why the French and other foodie cultures eat less than we Americans, yet they get way more pleasure out of food. Their awareness of decreasing pleasure prompts them to stop eating earlier than we do. This is the secret to eating less without feeling deprived, using sensory-specific satiety to stop eating, to pay attention to the thermometer in your taste buds that tell you when the pleasure of the flavors subside. We're going to weaponize the phenomenon of sensory-specific satiety and turn it into a cross-science innovation for weight loss. But how? So glad you asked. All will be revealed in the next lesson. Imagine how much more you'd get out of this video if you could pick up the phone, call me, and ask me for clarification about what you just saw. Well, you can by signing up for an online course I teach called NeuroSlim. It's an evidence-based alternative to dieting. That video you just saw, it's part of the NeuroSlim course. Every tool, insight, and technique in this class, it's ripped right out of the most respected studies in the scientific literature. The classes are filled with entertaining videos, informative screencasts, easy to digest text, useful charts, and practical downloads. The NeuroSlim program also includes access to me, the instructor. You got a question? Call me. You get a 30-minute personal coaching call so I can tailor the neuroscience to your individual circumstances. You need clarification? Email me. I'll respond right away, and I mean that. You want support? Message me during my Facebook office hours. Let me say this. You will not be alone. I'm going to be right here at your side, making sure NeuroSlim works for you. Click the link and find out how my online course, NeuroSlim, can break the eating habits that are weighing you down. See you in class.